Greetings, welcome to ruralvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith, and I'd like to show you a property we've got in Coconino County, Arizona. So I'm on ruralvacantland.com, and I'm looking location Coconino County and the ones that are for sale. And it's just the one property, Coconino County right now. I've had some in the past, but just got one in the county. Every time I get them in that county, they seem to sell quick. And I'll show you why people like this area. So asking $2,450 or $125 a month for 24 months. So you can click here, buy now, and pay the cash price, or right underneath it there's a link, and you can do $125 a month. Enter your information, hit next, put your credit card in there, and or debit card, and it's your property. You can start using it the same day. So where's this property? This is what the thing's all about. That's why properties have different prices, because their location, right, and their attributes and what's going on. So this one is on a little street. Let me switch over to satellite views. Dirt road here, Crockett Street. There's one next to it, Mountain View Road. If we zoom out a little bit, if we went over to this Kalbob Drive, I believe it is, and go down some, or we could go this way and go out here and go down to the 180. Let's zoom out and look at the area and then go back into the property. So let's do a political map because I get lost in that. So here's Arizona, here's Las Vegas, here's Phoenix, and here's the Grand Canyon. This is the Grand Canyon running along through here. Salt Lake City, you got Albuquerque over here, you got Flagstaff over here. Flagstaff's going to be your closest bigger city. So you take the 180 down to Flagstaff. Yeah, here's the 180, and you can get major supplies there. But you've got this beautiful countryside here. I'll zoom back in on. Let's change it to a satellite picture. Let me zoom back out. I forgot. I wanted to show you the Grand Canyon. So here's the Grand Canyon. It's just up the way. If we did Grand Canyon, not the end, Village National Park. Yeah, Grand Canyon National Park. Let's see what kind of drive time it is. 35 minutes. I mean, you're right on the edge of the Grand Canyon. So, it's a total day's drive. I'd probably want to get an annual pass and go hike the heck out of that place and just explore and tour and get to know it. It's such a beautiful part of the country. But just up on the rim, you get, I think you get a little funkier weather on the rim, but just below it, I think you get more temperate weather. And that's where this property is. So let's zoom in on this property. Now it's just off the road here. So I was just looking, I think you can do street view. So this would be like the turnoff of the road, right? So here's US 180. You could drive semi trucks, RVs, whatever on a road like this. And then it goes to a dirt road. It looks like a pretty good dirt road. I mean, Google Maps doesn't drive in there. I can't do that with the map, but they drove by and you can see the turnoff. I mean, it's a good turnoff. It's not marked with signs or anything. You probably have to use GPS and stuff, but once you did it once or twice, you'd know where it is. But you got these bush, I believe they're juniper bush all across the countryside. So there could be a home right there and you wouldn't be able to see it. There could be one there and you wouldn't be able to see it. There could be one there and you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't see your neighbors with this kind of growth in the countryside, but it's still wide open enough that you can kind of drive through there and you can back right into a property. Maybe take one of these bushes out or something, and you fit right in and out of there. And look, I bet you this was an easy road to lay. This is just easy to work ground, and it's this kind of looking stuff all over the place. I think there's cattle in the area. Cattle go between the bush, hence the cattle gate. And so you probably have to fence your property off if you want to keep the cattle out. But I mean, you don't have to. I don't know how many cattle there are, how often they're coming through. Let's zoom back out. There's the property. So here, this would be the next turn off. Maybe more like here. You could go up this way too, and I guess there's a gate on that one, so maybe you go the other way. It says keep gate closed. Yeah, so you just close it behind you. It's just a classic cattle gate because it doesn't have a cattle cattle guard here is just a gate. So you could probably drive in that way. I guess you can kind of see some different houses over there. Yeah, probably these guys. But yeah, so that's the property. You just go up. Now I lost track of where it is. But if we go back to the website, ruralvacantland.com, look up the Coconino property, you can always just click on the GPS and it'll show you right where it's at. So that was the last drive out we were looking at. You could probably access it from this one, or this one, or this one. Any one of those drives. So a couple different routes to get in there. Really easy to access property that's close to the Grand Canyon. And I pulled it up on some other maps. So here's Crockett Drive, and this looks like the property lines. I'm not sure if Coconino County has the property lines on Google Maps. Let's see if this one does. Doesn't look like it, but it's the second lot in, and it's just over an acre. So this GPS coordinates, if you follow that to the GPS coordinates, you'll see where it is. It's right behind this house here, on the next block. From their backyard, just this piece over here is the property, off East Crockett Drive, and there's a couple houses in the area. They've figured out water, power, and all that kind of stuff, so I'm sure you can do it too. And there you go. That's the property for $2,450, or how much was it? $125 a month. I lost the link. So it was back on ruralvacantland.com. $125 per month for 24 months. I hope this is the right property for you, and I hope you enjoy this one. Please feel free to go take a tour of it. And if you have more questions, the actual owner of this property is Aaron Joseph, and his email is aaron@ruralvacantland.com. His phone number is 760-279-3482, and I'm sure he'd love to answer questions. Thank you.